Okay, this is going to be a quick guide on how to find missing angles in triangles. We've talked about how to find missing sides. Now we've got to talk about how to find those missing angles. So first thing you're going to do is label the sides just like what we've been doing. So first, highlight the angle, and we talked about that theta the other day. That just means that's the angle we want to think about. And labeling across from the theta is the 12, and that would be your opposite. The 56 is across from the right angle, so that would be your hypotenuse. Okay, going down, we have our reference angle. That's your theta. We don't know what that is. That's what we're looking for. We were given a hypotenuse of 56. We were given opposite side of 12. And we were not given the adjacent side, so we're going to mark it out so that we know if we think about SOHCAHTOA, the O and the H means that we're going to use sine. And so I'm going to put sine underneath. And the ratio for sine again is O over H, so we would put 12 over 56. Okay, that's everything we've done so far. Now to find the angle, we have to use the inverse of sine. And by that, I mean this. And to put that in the calculator, you just hit second sine, and it would give you the same thing. So you would hit second sine, and then the ratio for sine, 12 over 56. And in your calculator, to the nearest whole number, you would get 12. Okay, so let's practice another one. We have this number 2. We're going to highlight our angle. We know that 24 is opposite of that angle, so there's our O. 352 is the adjacent side. So we go down here. Our reference angle is theta. That's what we're looking for. We were not given the hypotenuse, so we're going to mark it out. The opposite side we were given was 24. The adjacent side was 352. Our ratio would be tangent because we have the O and the A, and that ratio would be 24 over 352. To find the angle, we would take our trig ratio, which is tangent, and because we're looking for the angle, we have to do the inverse. So second tangent, 24 over 352. Hit enter in the calculator, and you would get 34 degrees. So practice these in the calculator when you finish watching the video so that you make sure that you understand how to type it in. Last one here, we're going to highlight theta. That's the angle that we're looking for. And so 45 is opposite. I know that looks weird, but it is a 16, and that is adjacent. So our reference angle is theta. We weren't given the hypotenuse. Opposite is 45. Adjacent is 16. Our ratio, O and A, means we're using tangent. So that ratio would be O is 45, A is 16. So when we get ready to plug it into the calculator, because we're looking for an angle, we have to do the inverse. And then our ratio is 45 over 16. Hit enter, and you should get 70 degrees. So really everything else is the same as when you're looking for a side, except for you have to use that little -1, which means inverse. And then just plug it into the calculator. You don't have to think about, do I multiply or divide? You just plug it in with the inverse function with your ratio.